Welcome to Chapter 4, Fulfillment. Who does what by when? This is the most important part of your business. Now you've got a great offer, your clients are excited to utilize your services, but if the fulfillment isn't there, it's going to be a huge letdown. This is where you create raving fans. Real estate isn't just about closing deals, it's about offering them an experience and walking them through step by step from start to finish in a seamless manner. This ensures that your clients are happy, your business runs smoothly, and you get referrals for many years to come. Your ability to deliver on your promises is what your business reputation relies on. I want you to picture hosting a big dinner party. Your invites look great, the menu, the invitations, all these things look wonderful. And everybody shows up, but dinner doesn't get served until 10 o'clock at night. It's late, the food's cold, and the experience is overall just poor. Now, do you think they're going to be very happy with that? Not very likely. Fulfillment is the meal. This is what it all leads up to. Everything else builds up to it, but the experience is what makes it memorable. Even the best offers can fall apart if the accountability isn't there and the systems aren't in place. I want you to think of your business like a sports team. Imagine a football team going on the field with no playbook. It is a big mistake and it's going to be a nightmare to get through it. Now this is what separates a transactional agent from a consultant. A transactional agent might not really care about the offer or the way that they're fulfilling the offer because they're never going to deal with the client again. But a true consultant, a true expert at their craft is going to make sure that the experience is beyond what the offer was even promoting that they're going to get. To win the game, everyone needs to know their role and everyone needs to execute their role properly. So step one, I want you to define your deliverables. Like I said, who does what by when? It has to be a clear system in place to make sure that everything is written out before you're actually going through this process. You're going to break this up into smaller and more manageable milestones. So for example, you want to help sell your clients home quickly, you're going to have an updated checklist from the very moment that you meet with them to offer them a market evaluation, all the way to when you're signing the listing, to who comes in with the stager, the inspector. All these different things have to be allotted for in your system's checklist. Step two, assign ownership. You have to identify who does what by when. If you have a task but it's not actually assigned to a specific person, it's never going to get done. Even if you're a solo agent, you want to establish clear goals and expectations of what you've got to do. And we're going to talk about this a little bit later on in the course, but you have to make sure that you can eventually assign this to somebody else to help you get things done. When it comes to staging, marketing, transaction coordinating, it shouldn't be expected that you're going to do all of this, and we're going to talk more about leverage pieces later on in the course. Create a workflow. I want you to map it out, whether it's a flow chart or it's a step-by-step task list. We're going to have examples for you to utilize, but it's very important for every important aspect of your business to move the machine forward is clearly defined. Some examples of checklists are going to be client onboarding forms, transaction coordination, listing coordination, marketing coordination. Every fundamental pillar of your business that's going to be executed on a consistent basis should be written out and dictated ahead of time. You should not be winging it as you're going along. And at the end of the day, you're going to constantly be working on improving your systems as you go along. You're always going to come across friction points. You're going to have pain points. You're going to have problems arising. Your goal is going to be to identify how can you get better for the next time. We're going to have checklists available for you, whether it's your open houses, networking, anything that you're doing more than once should be systemized and clearly defined. And you should always be focused on improving these systems for future reference. Step four, set deadlines. Okay, who does what? But the most important thing is by when. If you don't have a deadline, it's going to leave things too open-ended. So you want to make sure that you've got a clear idea that who is doing what by a specific deadline so it can get passed off to the next person in line. Real estate transactions can be unpredictable. You can have a bunch of things pop up. You can't expect everything to move very smoothly. So you're going to give yourself a buffer point for any issues that can arise, but we're going to account for that in your checklist for this course. And step five, monitor progress. Use check-ins, progress reports, and automated tracking tools to make sure that things are moving along smoothly. I want you to address bottlenecks quickly, and bottlenecks are going to happen. Your goal is going to be to identify those bottlenecks to fix it so then the next bottleneck will pop up. Now, what tools and methods are you going to use to track? There's tons of software out there. We're going to have a course about this later on, but at the end of the day, you can just Google it or check out ChatGPT. That's going to help you with that. So, for example, a client's going to come to you, they had a horrible experience with a real estate agent. The listing was signed and they never heard from the agent again. This is a common problem in this industry, and that's because 95% of the people in this industry do less than 5 deals a year. Now, if you're a true expert, you're going to want to make sure that you're going to maintain open lines of communication. Your seller is understanding what they should expect from your team. On your end, you're going to have a checklist to make sure you're popping in and calling your client to make sure you're answering any of their questions. If it's not you doing it, it's going to be your transaction coordinator or your listing coordinator. But your checklist is going to define this clearly. So every Monday or whatever day you decide, you're going to be able to reach out to them and update them with anything necessary. You're going to make sure that you're updating your clients with regular feedback. The last thing you want is for your seller to wonder where their agent is. Now, to make this easier for you, you're going to have this systemized in a checklist, so you're taking the guessing game out of running this business. You're just following a predetermined checklist and making sure that you're filling it out properly. So by clearly defining who does what by when, we're going to have 3 really good things come of it. You're going to ensure a seamless client experience. 2, you're going to eliminate all inefficiencies. And lastly, and most importantly, you're going to build trust and a reputation for excellence. A strong fulfillment system not only keeps your clients happy, but it makes sure that you're staying on point, you're operating under budget, and it helps you manage your time effectively. Now, to help you implement what you've learned, I've created 2 valuable resources. 1, a fulfillment plan template, a step-by-step guide to map out deliverables and assign responsibilities. This is for listings as well as buyers. This includes a sample real estate workflow for agents to customize to their own businesses. I've also got a bonus resource in there, a real estate agent's toolkit. This is a curated list of project management tools, CRM platforms, and marketing resources tailored for real estate agents. Now, your clients are going to trust you with one of the biggest purchases of their lives. Don't leave it to chance. I want you to download the fulfillment package that's attached to this page and walk through it step by step. If you have to watch this chapter over again while you're filling it out, do so. This is extremely important, and the success of your long-term business relies on this aspect of it. Make sure you implement a good habit by starting to use project management tools for all the projects involved in your business so you can stay on top of it, but more importantly, communicate with anybody else involved with helping you in your business. When you deliver with excellence, you're not just going to close deals, you're going to create walking billboards that are going to be so happy with your services, they're going to be more than willing to refer you to their friends and family. Most importantly, you're going to create lifelong advocates for your business. Just as an exercise for us to do, I want you to think about the last time you had a deal that felt chaotic and you didn't really have an idea of what's happening next. What is one step that you could have implemented to help you with that? Did you have a checklist that you're operating with? If you didn't, do you think that checklist would have helped you? At the end of the day, this is going to be a constantly evolving process, but the most important implementation is by having a checklist. Operating without a checklist is operating with no GPS. Especially if you have multiple people helping you with a file, it allows everybody to operate on the same game plan and make sure everything is running a lot smoother than without one. I want you to think about the last time you hit a bottleneck in your business. Was it due to unclear responsibilities, missed deadlines, or missed opportunities for follow-up? How can you prevent that moving forward next time? Checklist, clear and simple. Remember, your reputation is what you deliver. When your fulfillment systems are strong, you not only have happy clients, but you have advocates out there who are extremely excited to refer business your way. Now that we've done fulfillment, we're going to go on to the next chapter. I'll see you there.